Arizona a little bit in my city, right? In my state, where I live, where I reside. How do I want to frame this? Because I don't want to seem as if I'm targeting this group of individuals, but at the same time, it always seems to be these group of individuals. So I guess there's this viral thing where they have this, it's called Black Ski Weekend. Just by the name alone, you already know where we're going with this. Black Ski Weekend. So apparently what this Black Ski Weekend is, it's a thing where a group of Black people, they come together, you know, they pay and they go have a weekend, a dope weekend in Arizona. I'm pretty sure it's probably Flagstaff somewhere where, you know, a whole bunch of group of Black people, they meet up and they go do their thing. It's kind of like what they got out here now. They got this group Black Run thing where, you know, a whole bunch of Black people, they get together and they go run in Tempe. That's the thing that they're building, right? I'll give my thoughts on the whole Black situation later. And apparently there's been a lot of scheming going on. Not necessarily sure what it is because I haven't seen it. I just saw the title and I only saw a few seconds of it. I was like, this might be interesting. And of course, this is coming from the Shade Room. So you got to take that with a grain of salt as well. So I want to get into this and then I'll give my thoughts and my opinions on it. All right. So make sure you lock in. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Let's get it.
This is embarrassing.
Black Ski Weekend.
Slippery, slow. I'll be sliding.
Young Black people flying to the mountains to get lit on the slopes.
Never again. Never again.
A Black travel group accused of broken promises, going viral for what they sold on their website.
This is what they had them doing at yoga, like the dining area of the lobby.
Versus what guests actually got. And when the Shade Room got involved,
I had a good time.
Are influencers trying to sabotage this Black travel group on purpose? I'm Justin Carter. This is TSR Investigates. It's been getting messy on TikTok. A Black woman's harsh take on what happened to her at a Black Ski Weekend. This one in particular in Flagstaff, Arizona, organized by the Black Arizona Run Club. It's not affiliated with the other ones, the popular ones in Colorado and Canada, but as I started investigating her claims, it is clear that somebody was embellishing the truth.
It was so unprofessional. It was so unprofessional and tacky.
Almost 1 million people watched her 3-part story time on TikTok.
It was completely ruined. Like they false advertised everything.
Zakia is her name, and she told me that this is what she was promised for $1,500 total. Her husband and 2 friends would get round-trip transportation to weekend events, including a bar crawl in the slopes in Flagstaff, Arizona. Also, private suite lodging, including 1 suite with 2 queen beds to not be shared with other attendees.
The group option says that it comes with a suite, right? So a suite is very different from a hotel room. A suite typically has a living space and then separate living quarters. And it was advertised for a group of 4 people.
She says that was the first red flag.
We get there, they give us the rooms. It's a motel setting, right? Like no elevator. We're got our big bags full of winter clothes, dragging it up the stairs. And then we get into the room. Baby, that room was small. 2 queen beds, a tiny little bathroom. That was it.
There was no way that she and her husband were going to share a double queen room with another couple.
It is what it is. We'll just go somewhere else for the night. We'll come out of pocket ourselves. My bad for not paying attention. I was okay with that.
We at the Shade Room, we did look closer, and on the website, it does say that all lodging packages were for standard rooms, which includes 2 queen-size beds, not suites, which Zakia says created confusion.
It just gave, we don't give a damn.
She also claimed that the Nordic spa that they advertised, which promised private saunas and plunge pools.
I'm about to attach a picture of the Nordic spa. This is what it was. If you Google a Nordic spa, which is what I did, this looks nothing like what it is advertised to be. It's literally just a hot tub.
And the morning group yoga session?
This is what they had them doing at yoga. This is dining, like the dining area of the lobby.
They got a lot of booty juice in there. They got a lot of booty juice in there. All that sweat and talk some high yoga. Nah, fam. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. It's a no for me. Hold on. I gotta do some research. Hold on, man. Hold on, y'all. Nah, dog. Nah, fam. Sharing rooms, right? Nah, hold up. Arizona Black Ski Weekend. Let's see some right quick. Book now, trip info. I missed you all. Yeah, we've been missing you. Itinerary. Snowbowl map. Dang, can you click on it? Black Ski Weekend. So, of course, it's in Flagstaff. Of course. Flagstaff, Arizona. And the rendezvous. Start where the vibes are reserved. Private section. But, man, hold on. Man, that look like... Y'all ever seen... What's the name of that movie? What's the name of that goddamn movie? Look at this shit. It's called Black Ski Weekend, Flagstaff Bar Crawl. Rendezvous. Start where the vibes are reserved. Private section, but a public turn up. I don't even like to look at that hotel. I don't. The corner, it's a no for me. Collins. And that's as far as I go. Slide to Collins for a proper pimp. It's a no for me. It's a no. It's a no for me. Oh shit, hold on. It's a no for me automatically. It's a no for me.
Doing downward dog where people are eating breakfast and people were already looking at us crazy. This is embarrassing. Y'all didn't have a separate space for us to do yoga. Like what is this? I don't like this. Y'all false advertise everything from the suite. From the suite to the Nordic spa to this yoga.
Listen, I will say this though. In being objective, you got to start somewhere, right? Everything isn't going to be luxury. Everything isn't going to be the vision and what you envision it 10, 20 years down the road, right? You have to start somewhere. So there's going to be negatives. There's going to be a lot of cons when it comes to doing things like this, especially when you got in a movement like this. Oh, okay, somebody decided to come up with the idea. Look, man, let's do a black ski thing. You know, we don't see a lot of black people going out here skiing. Let's create something like that. Cool, right? So you got to take into effect the marketing, the type of people that you got to get in contact with, the places that you got to lock down as far as venues and where people can stay when they book these trips. Understandable. Until you get, you know what I'm saying? Again, until you get a little bit more clout, you get a little bit more experience behind it, and you get a little bit more credibility. A little credibility. It's like, all right. However, you're right, Tech Coach Rap. Don't lie about the experience. It's like, all right, look, I gotta be 110% honest with y'all. Now, of course, you can't be too transparent, because then that's what you're gonna fuck up the sales. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make it look good just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like putting makeup on a pig. Yeah, I'm over the cold. Well, I can't really say nothing in Arizona. It really ain't that cold out here for real. It's like putting makeup on a pig. Making it sound a little better than what it is, you know, for the hype. And then when people come, of course, but you also got to understand there's always going to be people they're expecting the best, and then they end up getting this shit, right? So there's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to it. So I'm not sure how long they've been in business, so to speak, doing this, but that's what I'm thinking. 5 inches of snow. Oh no. Yeah, you're right, Miss Freckles. Scamming is at an all-time high. That's a fact.
Who is doing yoga in a dining room?
Before we continue, roommates, if you love TSR Investigates, make sure you go ahead and like this video and subscribe to the Shade Room's YouTube channel for new weekly episodes of this show and more.
She went on to say that when it was time for the main event, a day at the slopes, their charter bus broke down.
Okay, so the bus breaks down. It's starting to get cold. The bus is completely shut off. My husband gets on the phone with Enterprise as a backup plan just in case, which we ended up having to get a rental. I ended up having to pay for my own room and get a rental. We arrive at the Snow Bowl. There ain't nothing. There's not a designated area, not a room, not a nothing. Everybody is scattered everywhere. Nobody knows what the hell is going on. I'm walking up to people because that's my style. Like, hey, y'all, like, do y'all know where we're sitting? Because me and my husband decided we're not about to go up on this mountain and play with these people. We're not going to ski. We're just going to relax, have some hot chocolate, and just kick it. Like, because I know not everybody is skiing. So I know we're going to meet some people and just have a good time. Like, I feel so bad that I dragged my husband through this nonsense, and he was so patient.
I spoke to a travel expert and CEO about what we all can do to protect ourselves. He's going to weigh in a bit, but here's where I started asking questions. I got on the phone with Emmanuel Jones, the lead organizer of Black Ski Weekend in Arizona. He was not willing to speak to us on camera about this, but he does say that his videos.
I had a good time.
This TikToker, Itty Bitty J, who was on the trip, on the defense.
Before I spend my money on something, I am going to research down to the T. And I'm not saying everyone is like this and everyone has to, but I did. I mean, the hotel was very, very, well, motel, whatever y'all want to call it. It was extremely nice. Like, it was freshly renovated. And I think a lot of people are so stuck on, oh, it's a motel, it's a motel. That town is Flagstaff is a very small town. There is barely.
Yep, that's for the people. If you decide to come out here, I will say that as well. If you decide to go to places like Sedona, if you decide to go to places like Flagstaff, you got to understand those are small towns. You're not going into a big city. You're not going to a city like Scottsdale or Phoenix or anywhere like that. They're smaller towns, so it's a little bit more. I guess you could say, well, what's the word? Historic. It's more historic than anything. So you have to expect that. You know, more like your small mom and pop stores. Things like that. So you're not going to expect the ultimate luxury. So you got to understand it. So for those people who decide to go to Flagstaff, decide to go to Sedona, it's beautiful up there. It's beautiful. You get the red, like the red mountains that you see on, like the red mountains that you probably see on movies. That's Sedona. It's a beautiful place. It's a beautiful place. They also just started these new little hotels out there in Sedona as well. It's like these little domes, these small domes, like little hotels. But the dome is actually all windows where you can see outside. So it's like you're out in nature, but your whole bed and your entire living space in that hotel is in that little dome. It's pretty dope. Haven't been yet. Think I wanna test that. I want to go. I've been to Sedona before, drove the little ATV all through there, but it's pretty fun. Americans are spoiled. I agree. Americans are spoiled. That's a fact.
Any hotels?
Man, I've been in AZ since 2015. I moved out here in 2015. I'm originally from Alabama though.
And if people did research,
but born in Germany though.
The place that we stayed in was the most renovated place that Flagstaff had. The spa was a cool vibe. There was a DJ. There was a hot tub. So I don't know if people were expecting Arizona Grand Resort Spa or something luxury. That's not what this was. The way it was advertised is how it was written and wrote on the hotel's website.
Emmanuel Jones, he told me he and his team.
Oh shit, hold up. That's old buddy. Hold up. Y'all remember, Court, welcome home, brother. Hey, I appreciate you. Y'all remember earlier, just before I started this video, when I said that the Black Run Club out in Tempe, the guy right here in the yellow pants, that's the one who do the shit. That's the one who do that shit out here. He started this run club. And actually a guy that I know that I work with, he actually is part of it too. Small world. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with him. I gotta have a conversation with him. I gotta talk to him about this. Like, hey fam, sir, what y'all got going on with this black ski stuff, bro? What's going on? Gotta have a conversation.
to rectify
Your mom grew
Zakia's
up in Germany?
concerns,
What part of
including
Germany?
offering Uber rides to everybody going to the slopes after their bus broke down. He also says that Zakia requested a $400 partial refund, which he sent immediately and apologized in person and online before she even posted those TikToks. Quote, I understand that there were parts of the experience that didn't meet expectations. Though they were out of our control, I still understand where you're coming from and can take accountability in that.
Yeah,
your experience wasn't the best. I plan on reaching out to everyone personally today to apologize, take the necessary feedback and criticism, and work with you guys to resolve issues that occurred. End
That's
quote.
professional.
Hey, y'all, I am back with my last and final part.
Zakia giving her TikTok followers an update.
He said that the bus that arrived was not the bus that he ordered. He ordered a Mercedes bus. The company delivered a different bus, and he did not want to make us wait. So that is the bus that we went with. And of course, there was a lot of chaos that occurred with that bus. Second thing was the hotel situation. He said that the hotel was advertised as a suite. That is why he advertised it as a suite. That's the information that was provided to me. I was told that the Nordic party, the Nordic spa, was just the hot tub.
Yes,
he
sir.
made it clear that it also
Arizona
included
day,
a cold plunge, and it included a sauna as well as snacks and drinks and everything else. And he was open to my feedback.
You said he didn't order no Mercedes bus? Hey, he probably did, bro. Listen, he might have. Listen, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt, bro. I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna give it to him. Listen, I've heard the runs, the black runs that they have. I heard it was dope. I heard it's successful that they do it. I'm not finna go out there and do it, but you know what I'm saying. I got my own workout stuff here at the crib. I don't need to do all that. I don't need to be out there like that. I'm chilling.
Back, and I can respect that.
Yes,
I can respect that.
That's what made me ask,
community
bro.
here in Arizona, hopefully we can all move forward. We can all learn from this experience, and hopefully.
First Dr. Dad, hey man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in with me. Make sure you subscribe to and like the channel, bro.
Hopefully next year when they do host this experience, it can be a lot better for their participants.
But what she didn't reveal, according to a manual, is that the High Country Motor Lodge where they were staying is in fact a 4-star boutique facility. And Zakia has been to multiple events that Black Arizona Run has hosted, which have been popular.
Look at this shit here. Listen, fam. Hey, don't want in Utah? Oh, I said Florida, huh? My bad. Look at this shit here. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. Ain't nothing wrong with this. He said again, debauchery. Listen, man. Listen, bro. Ain't no telling how much pee is in that water. I'm pretty sure somebody done farted in that water, then peed in that water. I'm good. I'm straight.
In the Phoenix area, they're known to host free wellness and community events for Black people in that area.
Go get that workout in.
All these videos of people just bashing.
And I see they sponsored by Lululemon too. Hey, they getting to it though. I rock with it though. I support it.
Bashing, being negative. It's looking like they were waiting to be negative. And you can give feedback without being negative and bashing. I'm not making excuses because yes, things did happen, but there were literally unfortunate things that happened to not only just us of the group. These same things happen to other people outside of the Black Ski Weekend group.
Full disclosure, the Shade Room was scheduled to interview Zakia on Saturday, but she canceled the interview on the day of, saying, quote, after further reflection, I have decided it's best if I don't continue with the Shade Room interview. In my last video, I said I was finished talking about it, and I do think it's best that I end the story there with grace, end quote. Emmanuel Jones says that he believes she used the Shade Room as a both him and me for sparing you because I had the power to expose you to millions of people. Next time, think twice before you ever play with me and my family again. Expletive, expletive, expletive. I spoke to Darius Thomas. He's the CEO of Dynamic Experiences. It's a leading international event management company. He's talking both sides and how we all can learn from this. Darius, I explained to you the details surrounding this.
That's a great question. That's a great question. Should you leave a negative review? I guess it depends on the person. Me personally, I wouldn't leave it. If I get my refund, I'm not leaving a negative review. I'm like, okay, well, at least they gave me my refund back, so I really ain't got no reason to trip. But I guess if you really want to see, I guess if you really believe in that company and you really want to see it succeed, I'm guessing you can leave something that's not necessarily negative, but you can leave positive, constructive criticism. Like, okay, everything was you know what I'm saying, starting off, listen, they gave me my refund, so they're quick with that. I love how apologetic they are. The only things that I would suggest, if you do X, Y, and Z instead of A, B, and C, and if you do these things here, I think that would be, that would make our experience a little bit better in this aspect. So I would say still leave a review, so that way it gives them an idea of where they dropped the ball at. But I would not leave a negative review in regards to, oh, this is some bull, I can't stand the company, they were so unprofessional, all that extra shit. So in that regard, I would say, yeah, just leave constructive criticism, so that way they can learn and then they can improve. That's what I would say. Yeah, if I wanted to see them succeed, I want to leave a negative review in public. I just talk to them, or that. But you know how some people are, man. Some people, it's hard for you to get in contact with them. It's hard for you to reach out to them because some people think they Hollywood and they're like they can't be reached and shit like that. So I'll just leave the review so them read, because I know they read it. Everybody, especially when you're a business starting like that, oh, you read the reviews 100%. You definitely read them. Yep, specific details, facts. Yeah, I don't like leaving negative or positive. Yeah, I think for me, I just get lazy. I'm like, man, I don't feel like doing all that. And if I do, I keep it so simple. It's one sentence. I kid you not, one sentence. Oh, they did great. They were great. They were very professional. That's it. The word is cutthroat. TCR, fall in line and tell the truth. Yeah, true.
Drama involving Black Ski Weekend Arizona. Your initial thoughts about this? Obviously, there's always three sides to a story: his, hers, and the truth. But it's how you move and shake and make it right?
Absolutely. I'm extremely appalled and shocked.
Hey man, why is so sassy on this goddamn TSR, bro? Why is so sassy, man?
By some of the feedback that the organizer has received, I would naturally say it's very important for all attendees to know what's going to happen, where it's going to happen, and to actively communicate. You should know your roommates before you get on a trip. You should know the room that you're going to be assigned before you get on a trip. So I'm thinking that
just cut the mustache off, fam. Like listen, bro. Just cut the mustache off, fam. Like that's a pencil line. Just cut it off. At this point, just cut it off. You don't need it. Just cut it off. Why you got it? What's the purpose of it? What's it doing? Cut it off. Cut it off. Just go Bart Simpson with it. All the way bare, dog.
Next time that the organizer would be sure to give more information than not in the future.
What is the first thing that comes to mind when you are organizing a trip of this caliber?
So I'm going to make sure I have a spreadsheet with all of the expenditures for the trip, as well as the revenue that's coming in, because we plan luxury experiences that are 5 stars. And I'm going to make sure that the attendees have the full itinerary.
Don't let Quentin see this, bro. Don't let Quentin, bro. See, you a food tech coach. You a food.
They know when things are going to take place, and they know all the other details that I also know.
If you see this,
sometimes give them the contract if the trip is applicable for that, so they can know any type of cancellations that's needed for the trip as well.
Okay. And also pictures, videos, anything to give a visual aid as to what people can expect.
You did
Absolutely. So we give hyperlinks of all of our excursions. We give a hyperlink of the hotel where they'll be staying, as well as all the booking details that's behind that. So if anything ever happened, they would have all the details beforehand and when we're there.
Things can happen with travel groups. It's about a plan B, even a plan C. Is that also something that you have to keep in mind?
Absolutely. Naturally, I would say things will always come up. We're human, so we're going to make mistakes. But it's about how you respond back to the glitches on your trips. And you have to consider what will happen if you're not there on the trips with your guests, and or if you are there, how will you actively communicate with them? You will have to share refunds will be given, or if you're going to make other modifications for them so they can have a dynamic experience.
We've covered similar stories like this too.
That's fair. That's fair, especially when you're doing something like that too. You have to anticipate, you know, what could go wrong. And so being the fact that they were on top of it, you know, in regards to extending their apologies, you know, being quick and amped with the refunds that they were giving back when people were dissatisfied. So that's a good move in the right direction in regards to them improving in what they're doing and the things that they're growing and what type of business that they're building. So shout out to them for that. But things like this is going to happen, especially when you talk about event planning. Nothing never goes 100% correct. It never does. So you just have to anticipate the worst. Anticipate the worst, hope for the best. Real talk. And just continue to keep improving each and every time, you know, taking the constructive criticism and building from there and taking the meat, spit out the bones. Pause. That's crazy work. That is crazy work.
Serious today, but that was crazy.
I'm not feeding. I'm not feeding.
Wow. But take the constructive criticism and just implement and improve from there. So overall, I mean, I don't see anything wrong in regards to what they were doing. It's just they were able to adapt when things went wrong. You know, he said that he ordered the Mercedes bus. He said he ordered the Mercedes bus, but then that didn't come through. Now whether he actually did or didn't, that's a whole nother conversation. We're just gonna go based off of what we know. He said that he ordered it and it just didn't come through, so they had to use another bus. And so, is it wrong video to use that phrase? But neither here nor there, bro. They're gonna continue to keep. I hope they continue to keep doing what they do. I hope that doesn't put them in a negative light, and I hope that doesn't push them back, you know, steps in regards to where they're trying to go and what they're trying to build. So I've been seeing them do a lot of. I've been seeing them on TikTok a lot too. They've been having exercise clubs at the Arizona Cardinal Stadium. Like I said, they've been doing the Run Club in Tempe, Arizona. So I mean, it's dope. That's what's up. Shout out to them. Shout out to them good folks. Listen, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm, and make sure you hit the bell notification